ae. No nena wena she. No nena wena she. No nena wena she. No nena wena she. Nena wena she. Nena wena she. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana. Hey, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Mother. Thank you, power and the guidance of the medicine wheel. Thank you to all my relations. And thank you to this beautiful, beautiful 18-inch horse high drum. Just a beautiful sound, just a beautiful birthing, a beautiful gift to me from Great Spirit. Aho, and the animal, the horse that gave its life, and the tree that gave its life for that beautiful messenger that is the drum. The drum is the messenger. The drum is the heart. Aho. And I just finished singing No Nena Wena She, which is a question to the first song that I sang is No Neshe Netahona Netahona Netaho. When will wake up with me. Wake up with me and be sovereign. Wake up with me and be sovereign. Wake up with me and be sovereign and sing. And the second song asks the question, when will you wake up? When will you wake up? When will you wake up? Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana. Hey, there's a whole lot of people who claim to be awakened on the path. And you listen to what they say and you watch what they do, and it's all very contrary to what they're talking about, because I don't believe they know what they're talking about. I'm no authority on what they're talking about, but I'm an authority on what I'm talking about. I'm an authority on the path that Walking Crow has walked, that Walking Crow has taken, that Walking Crow has done and does every day of my life. Aho. Since I woke up, since I said yes to the calling of what? The calling of my soul, the calling of my heart, the calling of my being, of the doing and the doing of my being. There's no talk with me. All my talk is about the doing that I've done and the doing that I'm doing right now, and the doing that I'm going to do, and being in the doing. Aho. If you're making lists and you're wishing and you're wondering and you're wanting and you're talking about what it is you're gonna do, you're not doing. That is not doing. Do it silently. Just, get busy, stay focused, and do what it is you want to do. Stop living in doubt. Stop creating self-doubt. Start creating self-love. And freedom from self-doubt is in the doing, not in the talking about. Aho shinowana honata. Aho shinowana. Hey, it's been a while since I've done a video like this, where I get passionate about what it is I'm talking about, what it is that I do, and how it is that I surrender the message to you all. Aho, I said surrender the message to you all because within my surrender, I become empowered. Aho. Aho. I learned that in Alcoholics Anonymous a lot of years ago. Aho. Anyways, this morning, probably about 20 minutes ago, a friend of mine was here from Grass Valley, California, Ingrid Turner, and she's somebody that I used to work with and in the corporate world, and we stepped into our calling. We stepped onto our path at the same time, and we paralleled each other for many years now. I think maybe 8 or 9 years. I don't even know how long it's been. Anyways, she came into town. She was in Phoenix. She came into town, stayed overnight. We had dinner. We talked. We went out into the rocks. I drummed and we talked. And we're going to be doing a live video on the parallel of our paths. And the parallel of our experiences, not about our thinking, not about what we read in a book, and we're not parrots about what other people, we're not parroting each other. We're parroting our stories and sharing our stories with each other of how we did, how we could, how we would, and why wouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Why can't we? Why can't you? Are you ready to step on your path, or are you still thinking about, well, if I do this, they're going to talk about me, or they're going to judge me, or, I have this job, I have 2 jobs, I have 3 jobs, I work here and I work there. Do what it is that you will. Find one thing that you love. If there's a bone I have to pick with Sedona, and I love Sedona, is everybody here does everything. You cannot possibly do everything. I do what Walking Crow does. I'm not a joiner. I don't go up and dance on a rock someplace with people because that's just not me. That's not what I'm going to do. But what I do is what Walking Crow does. Walking Crow does what Walking Crow does. Walking Crow says what Walking Crow says. I'm not a parent to others. And it's apparent that I'm the parent, that I'm not a parent to others. Did you hear what I said? So, what is it you want to do? Pick one thing. I signed up to be an energy healer a long time ago. A long time ago. But what happened was, on my path, the guides started calling, spirits started calling me, great spirit, great mother, the power and the guidance of the medicine wheel, and all my relations started calling to me and asking me questions. And I didn't question the questions. I said yes to the question. I said yes as an answer. I didn't just say yes. I did yes. I have been in the doing of yes and the walking of yes and the being of yes for the last almost 20 years. Actually, 10 years. 10 years. They said make drums. But I don't know how to make drums. They said make drums, and I made them anyways. They said make rattles. Go out and gather the medicines in nature. Blend the tobaccos with the medicines that you're doing, and do this and do that. And I said yes. I didn't say what. I didn't say huh. I didn't say why. I didn't say, but they're going to think I'm weird and they're not going to like me. They're not going to. I didn't whine about any of that stuff. I just said yes. And one day, on the way to Palm Desert to do another event, in my broke ass spirit, I was broke ass financially, and my spirit was getting to a point where I was broken. I called one of my teachers, Jeannie Love, who is a mystic in Los Angeles, and I said, Jeannie, I was wah, 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 wah. And she said, Anthony, remember that you chose this path. And I said to her, Jeannie, I didn't choose this. It chose me. It called to me, and I said yes. And in a way I did, and I didn't say choose the path. But here I am, all these years later, living my best life in a place like Sedona. And I wake up and I breathe and I sit in bed for 1, 2, 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours, and I quietly sipping my coffee, listening to the guidance, listening to what they're having me say to you. And I'll wake up and I'll make a drum next day, and I'll wake up, make a drum at sunrise, or a rattle, or mallets, or I'll go out for a walk, or I'll go out for coffee. My life is my life. My life is not the life of the corporate world or of the governmental world. My life is not the life of my mother, my father, my family, my brothers and sisters, what they say, and the gossip of others. It is not. And if it is, fuck them. Yep. I have to live my life. I have been living my life. And when Ingrid left here this morning to go to Las Vegas, she said, I'll be back. I love that. I have the freedom in my life to go wherever I want and do whatever I want, mask or no mask. I just got back from 7 days in Washington and Stanwood with my friend, my lovely, lovely friend, Angie. And what a beautiful place to be on this Puget Sound, amongst nature, amongst the bald eagles and the hawks and the beavers and the coyotes and the raccoons and horses and the land. Aho. I didn't have to ask anybody. I'm not beholden to anybody or to anything. I work when I want to work, and every minute that I'm awake and I'm breathing, I'm working. Every minute that I'm asleep and resting, I'm working. The spirits are always working with me, through me, in me, of me. Aho. And I of them. I of them. What is it that you're willing to say yes to? What is it that you're ready to start saying no to? The gossip, the work, the job, the pressure of having to be at a job that you just absolutely hate, punching that clock every day. Or you're a salaried employee like I used to be, a salaried employee, and they had me punching the clock anyways. What was that? That's mistrust of your employees. I sat right in front of my boss and they wanted to know where I was all the time. I was at my desk. And then they said to me, what they said to me was, Anthony, we want you to account for what you do on a daily basis with the clients. What is it that you do? What is it that you do in your job? I said, I don't have to account for that. I told them, I do not have to account for that. You have 6 accountants upstairs that can account for what I do in dollars and cents. You don't need me to tell you anything. And guess what they said? They freed me from the bondage of self. They freed me they said bye-bye. And they freed me from the bondage of having to be under my thumb. The song by the Rolling Stones, under my thumb, there's a dog who's just had his day. I had my day, and I have my day every day since. Aho, aho. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ask yourself, oishino, oishino, oishino. And oishino also says, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. But stop being ready and say yes to the doing and the being of the doing. Aho, aho. Freedom is not just around the corner. Freedom is right here, right now. And all you have to do is say yes to it. Oishino. 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 Oya na hoishini teka hoishini seho. Oya na hate shini ha. Oya na hate hoishini seho te oya na hate she. Oya na hate hoishini seho te hate shini ha hoishini ha. Oishini se. Oyini se. Say yes to your life after a lifetime of no's. My name is Walking Crow, and this is a transformational sacred drum medicine. I just logged on to say happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sabado. Sabado is Sabbath day. Enjoy the Sabbath day and make yourself the center of a Sabbath, of a beautiful Sabbath day, not a God or a false God that you can't see and you don't know and you don't understand. Be the center of your life. Be the center of your world. And if you don't know how to do that, give me a call. 818-442-1717 or send me a text or reach out to me at walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com. walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Aho.